MLB prop picks for Thursday, August 29th. I'm Sniper from DFS Army. We go 2-1 yesterday, 5-1 in our last 6 picks. Chris Sale had a runner, or the Twins, I should say, had a runner thrown out at the plate to keep us from a back-to-back sweep. We're going to put more plays on the board. We're going to use underdog, but the picks are good for any sports book you got, any prop site. Picks and promo codes down below. More about that in a minute. For now, though, let's hit the intro and let's go to work. All right, this is the DFS Army Proptimizer comparing our projection model and the odds around, starting with Sleeper, but again, can kind of go all the way across to other sports books, especially because some of the lines on Sleeper are the toughest. So if you got value here, you probably have it at other sports books. For example, minus 179 on this Nathan Eovaldi prop that just got refreshed. Still minus 179, and other books minus 160, minus 169. And those are a little bit closer to the prop sites as well. We're looking at over 1.5 earned runs allowed. He's taking on the White Sox. Man, the White Sox are bad. So clearly Eovaldi is going to be over this number. Our projection model is at 2.68. Again, the matchup is definitely not going to be good, or it's going to be great for Eovaldi. Bad in terms of us for overs because, again, it's the White Sox. At least the White Sox are at home. Is he going to give up at least 2 runs? I'm going to lean on the projection model here. Let's get off of this little bit of, not disaster, a little bit of heartbreak from yesterday. You know, I cashed the 2 other plays in sportsbook plays, so it wasn't an awful day. But let's go ahead. Let's pull up. Let's see what lines we have on underdog for Eovaldi. There we go. Oh, underdog going a little bit slow today on me. Come on, browser, catch up. Let's see if we can scroll down here. No, the O is... You guys see me trying to type. Brutal trying to record a video like this. I can just type in the E, apparently. All right. Apparently now underdog has their act together. Nathan Eovaldi, higher than 1.5 earned runs allowed, 0.83 on the multiplier. I'm going to keep this up here because it is a Thursday. I can see how many games we have on tap here. It's still 11 games, some afternoon games. Projection model really likes it. I don't know how comfortable I am, but we may revisit that play. For now, let's move on down. Recording this a little bit earlier than the last couple days, but again, Thursday, a lot of afternoon games. Ideally, I'd like to exclude the day games, but not going to happen today. Kiter Montero, less than 4.5 strikeouts, 4.34 in the projection model. It is plus money, so I should get a plus multiplier on underdog. It's been under it 7 of the last 10 games. Let's check on the matchup here against with the Angels. We're already sorted by strikeouts. Instead of scrolling down, I'm just going to use the good old Control F. Middle of the road matchup against the Angels. So don't hate it here. Guy's been under projection model, also under in a middle of the road matchup. Let's see how difficult underdog is just being terrible with me trying to type stuff in today. There we go. Kiter Montero. We need to find lower than 4.5 strikeouts. I'm assuming the line's up here some. Oh, and actually, on underdog, we're up at 5. So you get a push on 5. Definitely willing to roll with that. So that'll be one of our official plays. Let's head on back to our Proptimizer. Aaron Civale. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Taking on San Francisco. Civale been under 7 of the last 15, or does not have a positive split in any of the last 5, 10, or 15 games. Projection model is at 5.85. The Giants strike out that much, 10th most in baseball. I know that's enough for me to get over all this recent form. I'm going to pass on Civale. Another under here with Bobby Miller. Lower than 4.5 strikeouts. Been under 4 of the last 5, 7 of the last 10, 11 of the last 15. Our projection model is at 4.45. Let's go look at Baltimore. Pull up the Orioles. Bottom third of the league in terms of strikeouts. They don't strike out a ton. Almost forgot who it was. Um, this underdog is this text function is killing me. All right, Bobby Miller also bumped up to 5, so that is I'm good with that as well. 3 plays now because I got 2 push props here. The way underdog works, they both push. The one pick totally gonna just knock everything out. And you know what? We're on a little 5-1 run here. Found 3 plays relatively quickly. Let's see if we can fill out a full underdog 5-man today. Runs not up on underdog. I have not been, so I'm going to skip over that. Julian Aguilar, more than 2.5 earned runs allowed, has not done that in either of his starts this season. Projection models at 3.15. If I sort our MLB team stats here by runs, Oakland, not even in the top 10 of offenses. Not enough for me to take a shot here. We already are playing an Eovaldi prop, so we're going to pass on that. Yastrzemski in hits, we're projecting him over, so even though you get value with the plus money, not going to go there. Let's take a look at Christopher Sanchez, also a less than 5.5 strikeouts, which means it's probably bumped to 5, also an underdog. So I'm willing to put one more push prop in there if it's a good one. Let's keep expanding here. It's been under 3 of the last 5 games, 7 of the last 10. Same thing, 11 of the last 15. Let's go resort by strikeouts. And we do need to find it. Atlanta, top 7 team. Atlanta strikes out a bunch. And I was thinking that when this came up, I wanted to confirm. I'm going to pass on that, especially because I already have a few push props on there. Not playing the run props. Michael King, more than 1.5 earned runs allowed. A projection models at 2.34. He's been over 4 of his last 5, 6 of his last 10. Taking on St. Louis. Let's resort by runs to confirm our matchup here. Thinking St. Louis a little bit. Yeah, they're sketch. Bottom 10 in the league in terms of scoring runs. I know it's 1.5. It's a ton of juice against not a great team. Going to be a pass. Going to skip over the runs props. Yordan Alvarez, under 1.5 hits. So he did have a multi-hit, 4 hits yesterday. Before that, though, he's only had 3 multi-hit games in his last 10. Is one on a little streak 15 games ago. 1.08 on our projection model. I would be interested in his BVP matchup here. So didn't have that up, but I stole it from another screen. Let's drag it over. Yordan Alvarez, he's got Brady Singer. Looks to be a tough matchup, hitting 167, 2 for 12 all time against them. I know I got to pay a little bit of juice, but I'm not somebody who's typically scared of juice. Do we have a lower than 1.5 hits prop available on underdog where we're looking to play today? Under 0.5 hits is we got a Scorcher available at 1.54. I don't think I'm willing to go there, guys. Too tough of a hit for us, matchup for us to go over on the hits. Gonna turn into a straight up pass on this play. Julian Aguilar, the under 4.5 strikeouts prop, has not gotten either of his first 2 starts. That was Oakland in terms of striking out. Back to our good old statistics, but they do strike out a ton. So just the matchup, as much as the model wants us to play Aguilar somewhere, it's not quite working out for him. Let's go take a look. I always just immediately pass this. It's just not for me. A Coors Field runs under. No thanks. Already looking at Kiter Montero, not playing runs props. Charlie Morton, more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Pretty 50-50. Take it on Philly here. Projection models at 2.93. You can go check out the runs here. Phillies, 7th most runs so far this season. Be interested. Do we have any Philly? How has he fared against the Phillies so far this year? Just give me 1 second while our tool is refreshing. I'm also going to pull up and we'll drag in the Charlie Morton game log. Go pull up the game logs of Charlie Morton. See what we can learn. How has he done against the Phillies this year? He's not pitched against the Phillies so far this year. Not much to work on there. His last few matchups. I'm throwing out the White Sox because I'm pretty sure some of you watching could throw five and 2/3 scoreless innings against the White Sox. Cleveland, Texas, probably a borderline play. Do I go with our model here? Oh, dropped off. So excuse me. On our refresh, here's Charlie Morton. More than 2.5. It's only been over once in the last 5. It starts getting better as you go back. Some of the recent matchups, decent form on the road to Philadelphia. I'd be interested to see if I can get a scorcher here. If I can get a scorcher and some extra value on Charlie Morton, I think I'm here for it. And they're not even offering the runs prop, so we waste a little bit of our time looking at it. And you get the 0.5, the first inning runs. Not interested in that. So again, nothing to look at there. Pitching strikeouts. Blaylock, we're projecting him over. We're starting to get into the really thin area in terms of value. While I wanted to put a 5-man up for underdog, I don't know if it's going to be there today. Michael King, strikeouts, has been over 5 straight games, even though we're projecting him slightly under. Not enough for me to look at. I think we are just about out of value on the board, a little bit shorter of a slate. I think this is where we're going to land. We're going to land one more time on a 3-man, and hopefully we don't get 2 pushes where we just push the whole day. So that's where we're going to land. If you want more picks and plays, prize picks, underdog, sleeper, straight sportsbook plays, NBA's coming, NFL, WNBA, all the good stuff. We track all the plays at DFS Army. Get in the Discord, link down below. Sniper 20's 20% off. It's a great deal. There's tons of promo codes at the links in my profile or down below in the descriptions as well. Go and check that out. And let's do our recap. We landed on Nathan Eovaldi, higher than 1.5 earned runs allowed, and Kiter Montero and Bobby Miller, less than 5 strikeouts. We expand this. We're looking for 4.98 times our money today, 25 to return, 124.50. Gonna lock that in. And of course, it can't find my location. That's great. Let's do the good old refresh here. See if it holds my picks. Underdog clearly struggling with us today. Let's see if we can lock in the play. There we go. Just a little refresh action. We are locked in. You see him on screen one more time. If you didn't already, hit that like button. Drop me a comment with what your favorite play of the day is. Let's try and extend this run. Good luck. Let's cash this ticket, and I'll see you next time.